Hello, I'm Dr. Steven Greer. I'm the founder of the Global Disclosure Project. My fellow Americans and all the citizens of the Earth, it has been confirmed that extraterrestrial civilizations of great technological advancement have been visiting the Earth for some time. While their presence likely dates from ancient times, the modern era since World War II has seen a large increase in sightings and interactions with these advanced life forms and their spacecraft. It must be emphasized that they pose no threat to humanity or the Earth, but instead are quite concerned about our own unchecked war-making capabilities and violence, combined with our early attempts at the exploration of space. Since the dawn of the nuclear era, these extraterrestrial civilizations have made concerted efforts to do reconnaissance at all known space and nuclear facilities. In some cases, these facilities have been penetrated by extraterrestrial craft and our nuclear missiles rendered inoperable. Such incursions are designed to warn us not to use these world-destroying nuclear weapons and are not acts of hostility in any way. They also appear concerned with the rapid decay of our biosphere and environment and the extinction of many species on Earth. Since World War II, there have been extremely secretive and mostly illegal programs studying the energy, communication, and propulsion systems of these ET civilizations. They are currently in the process of connecting these unconstitutional and illegal operations and ensuring their proper oversight. It is time for us to disclose these momentous scientific findings to you. These technologies have the potential, if used only for peaceful purposes, to give us a new and sustainable civilization on Earth, free of poverty and pollution, and with abundant free energy within a generation. These technologies will greatly advance the world economy and create boundless growth and opportunities previously undreamed of. However, if used for destructive and violent purposes, these same technologies could end our civilization. The time has arrived for the truth to be known. We are not alone in the universe. It is time for humanity to become a mature, peaceful civilization and take its place in the cosmos with other advanced peoples from other star systems and planets. We must bring forth these advanced energy and propulsion technologies so that the world's environment and people benefit. We must all agree to never allow these new technologies to be used as weapons of war. And we must commit amongst ourselves that if any nation or group attempts to use these technologies for violent or destructive purposes, every nation and people on Earth will rise up to immediately stop it. We face a choice. If we do nothing, our environment and civilization will degrade and we may face extinction. If we use these new technologies and knowledge and science for war and destruction, we will also surely perish. But if we establish a world of peace and security, humanity can now advance as a civilization that is sustainable, just, and worthy of exploring the universe. This is the singular and greatest challenge of our time: to establish world peace and to create a new sustainable civilization on Earth. Once we have achieved this foundation of peace, prosperity, and justice, we have learned that these other worlds will welcome us into the cosmos with open arms and hearts. So, my fellow Americans and citizens of the Earth, let us work together to achieve this destiny for humanity, an enlightened, peaceful world that joins her place among the other peoples of the cosmos. For this is the only possible good future for humanity. It is time for us to unite as a people and create that good future now. In furtherance of this, I am asking that other nations around the world, including China, Russia, United Kingdom, the European Union, Australia, India, and the nations of South America and other regions, come forward with their covert files to the extent they can acquire them and release them as soon as possible. We need people to come forward who have dispositive proof and evidence, not lights in the skies or vague data, but the actual proof of the extraterrestrial spacecraft, the bodies of extraterrestrial peoples that have been captured, some living, some deceased, as well as the man-made craft that we have been making since the late 1950s that have been used in illegal operations. We are asking that people in good conscience, patriotic in their own countries, but concerned about the future of the entire world and humanity, defect from these illegal programs and hand over to the Disclosure Project through any means you see fit and in full confidentiality the most extensive files possible. At this point in time, the United States government, which began the path of releasing information, has been hijacked in its disclosure efforts by operatives from the same illegal group that has kept the subject secret for 80 years. For this reason, it is time for other nations of the world to step up to the plate and do their fair share in moving forward disclosure. And this includes adversaries of the United States who must forget their normal geopolitical concerns and look at the world as a whole, as humanity as one, and moreover, as the Earth one amongst many planets in the universe. This must be done soon because the timeline for this occurring is approaching the end. The worst case scenario is that there would need to be an intervention from those who have been visiting us and patiently waiting. Unfortunately, covert weapon systems, directional energy weapon systems, illegal electromagnetic pulse weapon systems have continued to target and down extraterrestrial vehicles. There is a universal right to self-defense, and it is time for other nations to come together and prove to the world we're not alone and advocate for a peaceful approach to these civilizations and the cessation of all targeting of extraterrestrial spacecraft and peoples here around the Earth or in space. For this reason, and because the United States has stalled in its efforts, we need to have other countries come forward and with courage, regardless of the geopolitical consequences, release their files, including hard evidence. Moreover, if there are any groups who have been working as contractors under non-official cover on these programs who have access to the materiel, extraterrestrial bodies, or physical spacecraft, please contact us and we have teams that can secure these and then release them through our blockchain system to the world. Other people who may have video files, photographic files, and documents that you would wish to hand off to us can be contacting us at drstevengreer.com, and in full confidence, we will receive them through any intermediary you choose, and we will also release those on our blockchain system so that it cannot be removed by corrupt interests. This is a call to action by not just now the United States government, but by people of goodwill all over the world. And that the peoples in countries such as China and Russia and 40 other countries that have called for the banning of all weapons in space need to understand that that will never happen until the entire world understands that we're not alone in space, that we share space with other civilizations, that some of these civilizations have been involved with the Earth before the beginning of modern human civilization. And for this reason, we must take a larger view, a universal view of life on Earth, life in the universe, and that peace on Earth is dependent on also peace in space. So for this reason, we are making a call to action today as we approach the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States. As I sit a few miles from the home of Thomas Jefferson, who wrote the Declaration of Independence. This is a new declaration that we should, all of us, come together and establish a world of freedom, of truth, and to bring forth the science and the technologies that will give us a civilization that will remain and progress for hundreds of thousands of years on Earth, during which time we humans will become interstellar people. God bless all of you, and I look forward to hearing from those of you who can move this important mission forward. Thank you.